Thank you. At first, we embraced the monolith as, what did the sales guy call it?
The dawn of evolution.
All right, yeah. Then it just became annoying.
But without it, how are we to evolve and someday wear ill-fitting suits with no shoes for humorous effect?
Why would anybody want to wear a suit?
Ever seen a chimp's rear end? It ain't pretty.
Enough! Please! No! Show me no more! I can't take it! Hey! I could see my face in it!
You know, Chief, you don't need any help from cosmic bric-a-brac to evolve. Just exercise your burgeoning ability for logic and reason.
And always wear these!
Now you're talking.
Monkeys on skates? What a concept! This truly is the dawn of evolution.
And we have Sam and Max, Freelance Police, to thank for it.
Sam and who?
Sadly, Peter Policy watches as the world of Joan and Jim Lax goes up in flames. Poor Peter Insurance Policy sighs a great big sigh and says, "If only they had welcomed me into their home, they'd still have one." The end.
That was very good, Ted.
And should any of you ever need insurance in the future, feel free to call.
That will do, Ted. I'd like to thank all the fascinating career professionals that found time to visit us today, class. Ms. Tax Attorney, Mr. Insurance Broker, Mr. Trailer Hitch Cromer, and most entertaining of all, Mr. Yushi from Can You Chew Sushi? Frankly, I don't see how Career Day could possibly be more exciting.
It's Sam and Max, Freelance Police.
Hi, kids!
We were just in the area when we were alerted to the sound of fine steel weaponry being drawn.
It's like the song of the sirens to us.
Oh! Bakayaro!
This foe is a crafty one, I tell you.
He has fended off our clumsy advances. How I hate that.
Clearly, the element of surprise is needed this day.
Hanatawa?
Surprise!
Good heavens, he's not a real knife-wielding lunatic. He's just acting that way for Career Day.
Very convincing garb.
No hard feelings? Any feeling at all?
Our work is done here, Max. Let's roll.
So soon, but my blood is up.
Say, that reminds me. Feeling lightheaded, kids? Are you suffering the ill effects of too many fast-paced, hard-sell, in-your-face adverts designed to compete for your parents' hard-earned dollar? Well, you're not alone.
The folks in programming are sympathetic to your plight, and as such, have agreed to present today's episode in its entirety without any commercials at all.
You heard right, gang. One whole episode of Sam and Max without commercial interruptions of any...
How exciting for us, class. Honest-to-goodness police officers.
That's Freelance Police, ma'am.
Self-appointed dispensers of candy-colored dollops of justice who, upon receiving the call from the High Commissioner, take on extremely weird cases that no one in their right mind would.
I think if we tried, we could get Sam and Max to say a few words, don't you, class?
Gee, I'm afraid we're not prepared for any impromptu presentating.
But we'll throw something together.
Hi, kids. I'm Sam.
I'm Max.
We're the Freelance Police. And whoops, here comes Rissa Syllabus, Lord of Darkness.
Let's hang a beating on it. I'll get the tools.
Oh, my. Surely there's more to your occupation than just pummeling vaporous anomalies insensible.
No, that's pretty much it.
I really don't see the benefit of all these shenanigans.
Yeah, He's resting comfortably. We'll get right on it. That was the commissioner, Max.
Our seldom-seen employer and provider of wildly improbable cases.
He says an all-hating alien entity of unknown origin is threatening to obliterate mankind or something. Let's roll!
Boys, please, can't you just tell the class what it is you do?
We can do better than that.
Who's up for seeing us slap the criminal element around for real?
Well, here we are in the yawning void of space.
Drawn without even a grade 2 understanding of astronomy.
You can exhale anytime, gang. It's actually darn near safe to breathe now. But remember, if the cabin pressure should suddenly drop,
Or you hear Sam utter the code phrase, pull my finger.
you should don your helmets immediately.
I'm not sure the school board would approve of this field trip.
Based on my limited knowledge of school board officials being dull, colorless mama's boys, I'd have to agree. You have nothing to fear but fear itself.
And that big cranky alien cranium heading straight for us.
Looks like we're working through lunch.
I am Lactose, the intolerant, custodian of the cosmos, caretaker of the constellations, sweeper of the corridors of time.
Gee, career day just limps on and on, doesn't it?
I have traveled far to scour the universe of impurity.
What, that old chestnut? Let's go.
These free-floating, immense-headed space deities are getting real tired.
If you've seen one, you've seen them all.
That's not true. I am unique. I have a mustache.
It's, pretty sad.
But we'll allow it.
Look, Lactose, we'd rather you didn't eradicate the whole human race.
Some of our closest friends claim to be human.
They're really worthy of their place in the grand scheme of things. Creators of all things great and good, like wax lips, snap-on toupees.
And new for this year, the Chia Noggin.
Interesting. These things are foreign to me.
And these are just a few of the marvels of modern man.
So before you do anything hasty, at least take a look at what our culture has to offer. And since a walking tour of our planet could take hours,
Especially with those spindly pasta-limp limbs of yours.
I suggest we employ the lagomorphic mind meld.
The transference is happening.
Enough! Show me no more! Get him off! Get him off! Oh, never before have I seen such filth. The horror! Your human race is a stain on the fabric of the universe. It must be cleansed.
Gee, we're not doing such a good job of saving humanity.
Maybe he'd thumb wrestle you for it. Feeling sporting, Lactose accepted Sam's challenge and the contest was on. 1, 2, 3, go! We win! Yeah!
Inside voices, inside voices.
On 3, I could have sworn you said 4. I demand a rematch.
Sorry, we Earthmen always go on 3. It's the rules.
Read it and weep, lackey boy.
Then I shall destroy all that you hold dear, with the exception of this fine automobile in which, from this day forward, I shall keep my loose pocket items in.
Our car!
And the children.
And the children in our car!
What are you doing, Miss Gibbons?
I'm just guessing, Jeffrey, but oftentimes in a large family of giant heads, the middle head can feel neglected and lash out.
Well, that just tears it.
Not only is he a cheat, but he's a bully, too.
We freelance police really draw the line at bad eggs toying with our nation's youth.
And our wheels.
All right!
Ready, speed!
It isn't fair. Sam and Max deserve better. It's not fair.
You're right, Jeffrey, but sometimes life isn't fair.
Pretty gruesome, eh, Max?
You said it, Sam.
You'd think if they went to all the trouble of creating a lunch special in our honor,
For defeating Lactose and saving the world and all.
yeah, that they'd at least serve it hot. Fear not, gang! These tasty treats can be reheated to your liking.
We love Sam and Max, folks! You there, cafeteria mom. Could you reheat these fine meats?
Yeah, she can put the new guy on it.
It may not look like much, but in 2 weeks they promote me to fries. Then they'll pay.
boy, he's become a fairly productive member of society since the surgery.
All it took was a couple of well-placed snips to curb that aggressive streak.
Oh, Max, you're such a caution.
That's all for now, kids. But stay tuned to the second half of today's show as we continue our pledge to bring you the very finest in quality entertainment. 100% commercial-free.